Hi dears, welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's Anna with you here with, of course, the latest news from Spain and the update on the situation in our sunny and hot Benidorm region. So let's start with the situation probably, and then after the video, as usual, I'm going to show you how the beach looks like today. By the way, today we are located on the beach in Albir, the most famous and main beach of our lovely small town near Benidorm. So for the last 24 hours we've had 4,197, so basically 4,200 new cases, which are slightly more than they were yesterday, but the index is still continuing to decrease, and right now it's already 96 cases per every 100,000 people living here. So everything is still being stable, even though we have a lot less of restrictions, as you might know already, which we also going to talk about just to refresh our memory and know what we can and cannot do. So in general, everything is quite stable. So as for restrictions, as you know, in our Valencian region, there is no more night curfew, night lockdown. Everything is okay. We can go anytime we want to have a walk, to have a drink, just to relax by the beach area. So we are free to move wherever and whenever we want. There is still a law that basically says that masks are obligatory here, and you need to wear the masks everywhere you go. Doesn't matter if it's an open air or if it's an interior place. However, Valencian region is still asking the government to let people not wear the masks when they can maintain the social distancing on the open air, for example, like here on the beach or somewhere in the park, like that one right there, the natural park, or just walking around as soon as you can maintain physically the minimum distance of 1.5 meters. For now, the government said that this law will be very soon, will be approved very soon, probably by the beginning of July, but they don't give the exact date so far. Apart from that, bars and restaurants are open, nightlife is open until 2 o'clock at night. Everything is fine, all the shopping centers, everything is open and running basically as usual. So we are closer to the new normal life than we ever were. And in general, the situation like this is almost in all regions here in Spain. What about the vaccination? Vaccination is still continuing its course, and right now they've already started to vaccinate people from 30 to 39 years. And they are continuing with vaccination from 40 until 59. They also have created a few more groups that they are planning to vaccinate already, and they've given which kind of vaccine will be there in place. The first new group will be from 20 to 29 years old, which is my group. So very soon probably they're gonna call me up as well, like end of July, August approximately. I would say that it's going to be in August more or less. And the other new group is children, well, like teenagers from 12 until 18 years old. Why they're doing this? A lot of people might say that, well, it's very bad, you shouldn't be vaccinating children. Well, I don't know how it's in other countries, but what I can say about here, about Spain, basically is that the majority of cases are detected in families where a child, a teenager, brought the virus home. Why this is happening? Because teenagers, children, basically here, they do not have any security measures and restrictions. They don't care about the things that are happening in the world, that people are dying, that people are in the hospitals. They don't care. They think that they are young, they just can do whatever they want, and there's not going to be any kind of consequences. But they don't think of what's going to happen if they're going to bring the virus home and their loved ones, older people, will get sick. They are gathering together in big groups, what you can do already, but you need to take some precautions, which they don't do. They don't wear masks, they hug, they kiss, they touch, they just gather together, and they don't care about any kind of measures, which is why they are transmitting the virus to their families. They don't have any symptoms, but older people do have, and not always it's gonna end up well, sadly. So this is why they're going to be probably vaccinated during this summer. This is going to be like extreme vaccination process that's going to be very hard, very fast, because they need to finish this process by September. This is when they're going to start school again. And 6 regions here in Spain already have approved this. We wait for another few still for the other half, basically. But this is a very good option because they are the ones who are responsible for more than 60 or 70%, like between 60 and 70% of all the new cases. So we need to do something with this if we just want to avoid the increase in cases and the situation getting worse and worse by autumn time. This is what's happening. This is what situation is in our region in general. There's a lot of people that are enjoying a good weather, a lot of people that come to the beach. People are not afraid to go to the restaurants, bars and cafeterias anymore. They just enjoy summer and try to forget for a minute the horrible situation that the whole world was living and a lot of countries are still living in. The next news that I wanted to let you know about is especially useful for people who have a car here, who live here, or who are planning to come and want to rent a car, for example. The price for gas, for petrol, is rising up. Here in Spain, like a year ago approximately, the most expensive petrol station was offering a liter of gasoline 95 for a price of €1.15. But right now the price went high up until €1.40. This is a maximum price that we didn't have since 2014, so like for 7 years already in a row, and right now this is the new maximum. This is the most expensive one, like Repsol, for example, petrol station, and the cheapest one offers by yesterday's evening, I've seen it, €1.29 per liter, which basically means that last year for a car which uses 60 liter gasoline, like, you know, cube, it will cost you, well, it did cost you €69 a year ago, but right now it costs you 81. So as you can see, there's more than €10 of a difference from one year to the other, which means that a lot more people who are planning to buy a new car are seriously thinking of passing to electric or to hybrid ones, because very soon they won't be able to afford what they are paying right now. The next news that I wanted to let you know about comes from our lovely Benidorm. Here in Benidorm, we are the first destination that incorporated helpers in the beach area. That will basically inform you of all the touristic information that you need to know, of all the beach rules, of safety measures, of restrictions, anything that you want and need to know. They're going to be wearing white t-shirts, and they're going to have here some like orange stripe with a white sign of I, like information. So if you see them in Benidorm, you can definitely ask them something that you would like to know, and they're going to help you out. For now, they are only on the Levante beach in Benidorm, but in total it's going to be 58 workers that will be spread through the Levante beach, Poniente beach and La Cala of Finestrat. Soon they're going to also sign the contracts for Alicante and Elche areas. As I've said, they're going to help you out with everything that you need to know. They are there just to make sure that all the measures are being in place, that people just don't reunite themselves in huge groups on the beach, that they don't have the necessary security distance of 1.5 meters. And just to make sure that everything is okay, help people out just in case if they need it, help the lifeguards in case of extreme need as well. And in general, just checking that in some areas on the beach there are not too many people, which is very good because we need this kind of help, to be honest. Last year there were also these like helpers, we call them helpers. They were also here, for example, on the entrance of the beach. They were below like the huge umbrella. And they were just sitting there and sometimes walking through the beach and letting people know that they should keep a little bit more of a distance. This is basically what's happening, which is very nice. There are also lifeguards, but they start their work at 10 a.m. So if you're coming slightly earlier than 10, you're not going to see one, but from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. they are here to help you out. And the last news that I wanted to share with you is what's happening with the shoes sector. Here in our region, in Alicante region, you know that shoes made in Spain are almost the best ones that we have here in Alicante. They are handmade. The process is the historical process that's been followed for years and decades and centuries even. And they finally say that the exporting of the products has increased by 13%, and finally they reached the levels that they've had before the pandemic started, which is just amazing. I actually can see quite a lot of people buying some shoes, summer slippers, something just to walk in. A lot of them buy made in Spain, especially because the prices were quite low. But it all might change very, very soon, because this sector has mentioned that the prime materials that they use to make the shoes itself, they are getting quite expensive. I don't know the exact reason. If some of you know, let us know here. But they say that these materials are getting quite expensive, especially the other problem is that the electricity itself is getting also very expensive here in Spain. So yes, they think that if it's going to continue that way, the price for shoes, the final price that the consumer would pay, will increase, not by much, probably by €1 or €2, but still the prices will increase. Hopefully it's not going to be the case, because we love our Spanish shoes made in Spain, especially in our region. We all buy them. We're all very happy with them. But if the prices will keep increasing, a lot of people will just move probably to other types of products, slightly cheaper ones, which will not going to be good for our sector. And what about the Spanish weather, the lovely hot Spanish weather that we have right now? It's very warm here. It's not even 10 o'clock and it's already like 29-30 degrees. Oh, the sun is shining quite a lot. You need to have a hat or just hydrate yourself, because it's truly very hot. In general, in all Spain, this is what's going to be happening today. You can see that there's going to be some rain in some parts, especially on the north, but not here on the south part. The same will be happening tomorrow as well, as you can see. What about the temperatures? The temperatures went down quite a lot in the last few days, because it was raining in a lot of parts here in Spain, but they're going to recover starting from today and will continue to rise up. Probably in a few days I will say that it's already too hot here, but as for now we're very happy about it. So in Alicante region and in our sunny lovely Benidorm, it's going to be 28, in Barcelona 29, in Granada 28, Jaén 26, Malaga and Marbella 28, Sevilla 26. The capital of Spain, Madrid, will have 26 degrees, Murcia 30, Balearic Islands, which are Mallorca, Menorca and Ibiza, will also have 30 degrees, and Canarian Islands 24, slightly less than here. In Valencia, which is north from us, 1.5 hours away, it's going to be also 28. And the water temperature is still very nice. It's 22.3 degrees and will continue to rise up. In July, approximately, the water temperature will reach 24-25 degrees, which is going to be amazing, like warm milk. These were all the news for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed watching them. I hope you got to know something interesting and useful for you. And now I'm going to show you what our Albir beach looks like today on Friday morning. Have a nice day, everyone, and I'm going to see you tomorrow with a new video from our lovely Benidorm area. Bye!